What's going on, everybody? It's your boy C-Zar with C-Zar Gets Crypto, and we're talking about compound today. C-O-M-P, comp, whatever you want to call it. I want to start with my overall outlook for where I think compound's going to go in this coming bull market, and then I want to dive into the more immediate term stuff. I want to try to keep it concise. I got a little off track. I tried making a video on this thing, man, and I deleted it already because I was all over the place. I tend to get excited whenever I'm more like personally involved with things, and I am personally involved with this. I bought some today. I do think we go lower in the immediate term, or maybe not the immediate term, but I do think we go lower than the current little weekly low. But before we get into that, on a monthly basis here, I've got from the all-time high to this first low, not this second low. And the reason I have it on the first low is because if this is a double bottom, this was kind of like a fake out, right? And then we rejected it, we came up. I'm going to use this as the low for this overall range from top to bottom. That's just my perspective. If I was to use this low, the numbers up here are only going to get higher. So this is a conservative estimate, at least. You know, I think it's more realistic, but we can call it conservative. So if this was to see anything in this extension range, which, by the way, if you were to break above the 618, which is right at about $230, somewhere around there, 200. It actually says 235. If we were to break above 235 on a monthly basis, I would anticipate that we see anything from $2,400 to $8,200 by the end of this bull market. And from the current price, that is, let's see, that would be anything from a 42%, or 42x to a 138x, you know, something like that. With the current market cap, if it was to do a 100x, that would be $40 billion. That is a lot of money, but that is an achievable market cap. 140x would be from here, I don't know. If 100x is 40 billion, then a 40x would be like, what would that be? 60? No, it would be like 58 billion, something like that. Maybe 56 billion. I don't know, something like that. Still a high number, but totally achievable in the crypto space. And if we are to go lower from here, that X only gets bigger. If we were to go as low as $37, which we might, you could see a 200X in this thing if it was to hit this $8,000 1618 magical golden extension price target there. That's enough of the I don't know, the stuff to get excited for. Let's talk about some of the stuff that's not so exciting in the immediate term, right? On a monthly basis, we are catching resistance at this previous low point. We're catching resistance. We actually closed the month previously at an area where we've had resistance before as well. We did have a nice bounce. I'm not trying to take anything away from that, but looking at the weekly, on the RSI, we had this bearish divergence. We had a double top with a slightly lower high. And then we had a slightly higher high here that is bearish divergence and a double top in the RSI. That's not a good look personally, from my opinion. Looking at this thing from a low to a high on this current RSI, if we were to see the golden ratio on this, which is at the 618, that would put us around $38 to $34. And if you remember what I was just measuring too, if we were to go somewhere in this range and then go to that original 1618 extension all the way up at like $8,000, that would set this thing up for a 200x potential if you were to buy down here and sell around the top, if that's where the top is. And maybe it doesn't go that high. Maybe it only goes to 2,500. Still, you know, you could see some pretty serious gains with this thing. Maybe at that point it wouldn't be 100x, but it would definitely be over 50x, and I don't know anybody that would be upset about that. So good things definitely in store for this, in my opinion. I'm sorry I keep yawning, man. It's getting toward that time of day. I do think that this is a double bottom. I do think that we have a technical double bottom here. Yes, we wicked below it, but if we put our bar right here at the closing basis, you can see that it literally went to where this wick was before. So I would call that a double bottom personally. It is only, let's see, that is 11% away, so I guess to a certain degree it's not a technical double bottom, but I feel confident in saying that, you know. And then we got this volume. We had low volume here. We have building volume here as we're breaking out of this range. I think this is the real deal for sure. But in the immediate term, looking at, besides the fact that the weekly RSI kind of looks bearish, it looks like it wants to come down. You know, we're in this overall uptrend with higher lows, sure, but if it wanted to come down and maintain that, I mean, it could come pretty far down, you know. So I'm not too excited in the meantime. But on a daily as well, we are in this descending formation where we have these highs here that are kind of coming down like this. We've got these lows here that are kind of coming down like this. So I do think that we go lower, but we are at the bottom of this range. We very well could have a little bit of a bounce from here. If we were to take from top to bottom, this most recent top to this most recent bottom, maybe we go to the 382 at around $63. Maybe even to the 0.5 or the 618, which is at the most $69, but I wouldn't think that we go too much higher than that. This could be a kind of unorthodox head and shoulders, right? You've got your left shoulder here, you've got your head, and you could be forming your right shoulder over here as well. That's possible. I feel like you don't normally see an M like this in the midst of your head, but it definitely could be a head and shoulders. I don't know. I would more expect that we do go up maybe in the immediate term just based off of this. Again, this RSI, if we're looking at the trend here, we are at the lower parts of this little like descending trend that we got. We could bounce up from here, maybe go up to the 50, reject there, and then proceed to have our final flush out or one of our final flush outs. But after moving, let's see, if we were to take this bottom to this high, ooh, I don't know. It's hard to say. It's not common that you bounce like right above the 1272 like this, but I guess that is kind of bullish. But we're not above the 886 yet. I don't know. I very much would think that if we were to go higher from here, that we don't break $65. Maybe I should move that up. We don't break $70. We probably don't break $70. And we very well could not even break $60. We could just like tip this yellow line and then continue to go down. I would think just with the way that this is acting with the 1272, we're either going to see support off of it or we're going to disregard it and go straight to the 1618, which is totally possible in my opinion. I would even say that that's more likely. And that would happen, again, probably in the more immediate term time frame, sometime in this month of August. And we could go lower. We definitely could go lower. Let's see if we get this more overall fib here from this low to this high. Yeah, okay, so here you broke through your 618 on your first attempt. You came back up, rejected the 236. Now you're below it again. I would expect that you do see extensions down to $45 to $37.9. And that 1618 there should sound familiar because if we take this low, again, this low to this high here, that is right there where the 618 from this overall range is. So could we go that low? I definitely think we could. An overall percentage drop from the current price as of right now making this video, that would be about a 35% drop. I think that's definitely a possibility. It's probably in store for Compound. I plan on scooping some more up whenever it goes down there, and at the moment I am bearish on it. But overall bullish. I think you could buy here and wait a year and you're going to be happy. You could buy here and probably wait 6 months and you'll be happy. But I don't know if I would want to go full in here. I did buy some today. I am starting to DCA. I bought some at $58. It's at $58.31 now. It's going up a little bit, which is nice. But I bought a very, very, very small amount. I do think it's going lower. That's why I bought a very small amount. But sometimes it's fun just to take a little nibble. Got a lot of dry powder on the side. This is definitely one of the coins that I'm watching, and I'm excited to get into it. So I'm happy, even from here, there's still 100x potential in it. So I'm definitely happy to buy here with the potential to go lower. So I don't know. That's really all I got to say for this. If you guys like the video, leave a thumbs up, subscribe to see more. To kind of wrap this up in a little nice bow, I would say we're probably going to go around like the bottom area of this candle here, which is at $35, maybe the top area or the bottom areas of this candle, which is anywhere from about like $34 to $40, somewhere in there, with the potential to find a bottom at this like 0.5 area, because again, it is in the middle of this overall range here from bottom to top, which is right there at like $43. And it's not uncommon to break out of a range, come back and find support on the midpoint, and then go from there. So just a little thing that I've noticed in my time trading. But it could go lower. It very well could go lower. And this wouldn't be the fib that I would use. This is I just used that to find the midpoint. The fib that I would use, the one that I would watch for, would probably more so be this one. This is the more immediate relative term fib to watch. And I would say the likely areas that we bounce are probably anywhere from the 0.5 to the 0.69. So somewhere in that area of $34 to $44 or $45, something like that. And then onward and upward from there. If you guys like the video, leave a thumbs up, subscribe to see more, and I will see you on the next one. Take care. Bye-bye.